Hi YouTube, Pitango 101 here. I just wanted to do a video because I'm getting a little bit sick of the way that the believers moralising about homosexuality and gay marriage and parental rights and all that sort of thing is really starting to get on my nerves because it's a non-issue. We've all heard Rick Perry going on in your country, and that guy's just a wanker. He's got nothing really to say, and anybody who thinks he is a slack-jawed idiot. And it's starting to creep into Australian politics, where we're spending inordinate amounts of time discussing this non-issue. Okay? And the thing that triggered it off is I was watching Creation Liberty, who, you know, I've had a bit of correspondence with this guy, Chris Johnston, and I find his type of religious views fairly sort of offensive, to say at the least. He doesn't. His kind of thinking is the kind of thinking that will really bring it down. If thankfully his videos, they get a few views and all that sort of thing, but I think he's indicative of a group that's growing, where if they get the ability to actually make real decisions, that's when the pain will happen. That's when things will start to break down, because basically they're idiots, but they think they know they're right. They don't think it because dogma says, and they can always say, well, I'm right because a Bible verse says so. Now that's dangerous thinking. Now Chris Johnston he's got this video out, Gay Gene and GMO's Creation Liberty podcast 17, and he posted it on December the 5th, 2011. I've just sent him a message, and basically it's this: these people have an emotional investment in the answer that homosexuality is a choice. Their drive to take their position is the problems that arise for them if gays are born that way. Clear thinkers, ask yourself this: have you ever met somebody who is so obviously effeminate that when they find their sexuality, you're not surprised that they're gay? It's different today, but given the social climate of recent times, would you choose it? Would you actually choose to be gay? I mean, I just don't understand where they're coming from. They're trying to make it a scientific issue when all the evidence points to the fact that people are born that way, and we shouldn't hate them for it. Leviticus says we have to kill them. I mean, you Christians, you might moralize about it and say, well, no, it doesn't say that. Well, it does, okay? And that's offensive. It's not a moral issue, it's a sin issue with you, okay? Sin and morality aren't the same thing. Morality is directly affected by my actions and how they affect others, okay? Either negatively or positively. Sin is related to dogma and garbage religion, okay? And it's usually a victimless crime against a God that you can't prove exists. So please don't say it's a moral issue, because it's not. It's people who have a different sexuality. It doesn't change their productivity. It doesn't change their ability to think clearly. It doesn't change them being active working members of this community. It's a non-issue. It's something that you're hanging on with claws of steel to because you can, because there is a homophobia that crosses religious boundaries, and it's just as irrational. It's ridiculous. So all this boils down to is people latching onto this because then they can marginalise a group of people who are different. And when you start doing that, that's when you start walking down that very nasty road. And history has taught us that's not a road you want to walk down. So Chris, really, man, come on, think about it. You've done your podcast and you put all this crappy evidence, you know, for your position and that it's choice. Not because there's real evidence, because it has to be for you. Because if it's not, your God created them that way, and that's when the problems happen. Just have a think about it.